Hello, and welcome to my first impressions of the Civilization VI December 2020 game update. Let's go back to the beginning here, and let's watch.
Hello, Civ fans!
Hello,
welcome to
Mr.
the
Hartley.
Sid Meier's Civilization VI developer video for our free December game update.
We'll be revealing our latest free game feature and highlighting a few of the balance changes and AI improvements you can expect. Those of you who are active on social media might even recognize some of these tweaks as community requests.
You know, that's great that they just take into account and actually listen to the community. It's always good when the devs do that.
Sit back, relax, grab some eggnog or a coquito, and join us as we walk through what's
Was there even any liquid in that coquito? I don't know, but not really relevant.
next for Civilization.
The new feature for the December update is the City-State Picker. Now you can handpick your favorite city-states when you create a game. Simply navigate to Advanced Setup and decide if you'd like the default random selection of city-states, or if you'd prefer to pick a custom list featuring only the city-states you choose. This is a great way to increase the chances of running into a newer city-state you might not have played with before. It also gives you another way to control some of the game difficulty. Do you want to pick only science-boosting city-states to help you achieve a science victory? Or do you want to prevent any science boosters from appearing to make your playthrough a bit more challenging? The system is similar to the Natural Wonder Picker we introduced a few months back, except the Natural Wonder Picker allowed you to select less than the standard number of spawns. For city-states, you can move a slider to change the minimum number of city-states that will appear.
The December
That's, again, just a good option, little things that you can do to make your game more fun. So I'm a fan of making that a possibility because it just gives you options. You don't have to do it, but you can.
game update will also feature some balance changes for previous content we've released this year, like updates to the ley lines in secret societies and preventing Byzantium from receiving free cavalry units from pre-existing buildings in cities it captures.
Okay, so a little bug fix and updating the ley lines in secret societies. I'm hoping to see what those are because hopefully the Hermetic Order got a major boost because they were always the kind of, weak one of the bunch. So I'm hopeful that picking them, at least ley lines, I think one thing that could just make them, really rather good early is instead of just giving the standard adjacency bonus is if they gave a major adjacency bonus. So instead of a +1, they gave a +2. That would seriously have to have me reconsider how good they are because that +2 is pretty nice. Also, it makes it a lot easier to get a +3 or +4 adjacency district, which gives you a bit more era score. So it could also give you some early era score to hit you some early golden ages, which can be really valuable.
Other changes only affect Gathering Storm content. We've done a significant balance pass on social policies and on the tech and civic boosts. For example, we've changed the number of great people points granted by a number of policies, and altered various population requirements.
Okay, so they're adding those. So it looks like as the cards get upgraded, they're going to be slightly better. Because if we look at invention, all the way over here, it's +4 on engineering, then +2 for every workshop. So that could get ridiculously powerful once you get the upgraded version. Anything else here? Okay, now it's not population 10 or higher, it's 15 or higher for some of these. For at least for rationalism, and probably the other thing there. Whistle banking, now letting you trade with city-states that you're suzerain of to get that bonus. That is lovely. From each city-state you are suzerain of. Oh, it looks like trade routes will also get boosted by Raj. So yeah, I'm liking that. So it looks like there's going to just be a bunch of little changes here that you're going to have to be on the lookout for. So we're going to have to look at those new social policies. And can I see anything else here? Nope, not at this point.
Requirements and adjacency bonuses. On the tech and civic side, we reduced the boost requirements for professional sports, capitalism, industrialization, refining, electricity, advanced flight, and advanced ballistics.
Ooh, can I go back 2 seconds? There we go. Yeah, I do like the idea of like reducing that down a bit. 3 workshops are generally doable, but 1 coal power plant to give you refinery. What was electricity before? But 2 privateers, 2 biplanes, yeah, instead of 3, an oil power plant. So I think these are all, good changes. Not really instrumental, because what I will tell you is most of the time, by the time you've gotten to most of these things, you just have enough oomph to be able to get there anyway.
Advanced ballistics. We also made some changes to information area boosts. Some of the tweaks that affect all rule sets include combat changes. For example, melee units will now receive a smaller bonus against anti-cavalry units, and the combat power of the thrust promotion will be reduced.
There are also some balance changes to a few of our great people in all rule sets. For example, we've increased Da Vinci's culture bonus to workshops.
Da Vinci was already great, so now he's even better.
Also, to better differentiate the abilities of Einstein and Isaac Newton, Einstein's bonus will now apply to research labs, while Newton will continue to buff universities.
Okay, well, Newton's remains the same good he always is. Einstein got a bit weaker because you can no longer unlock his +4 until you get research labs, but still pretty strong. Maybe I would have compensated with Einstein by having him build, just the research lab in the district, must be used in, or maybe have him build all buildings there and just apply to research labs. Because if you're taking away, or you're making his bonus that much more difficult to use, I think you should give a little back to him.
We're also excited to reveal our latest AI improvements. AI leaders are now less likely to make demands if your military is stronger or if they're doing badly in a war. You may also be pleased to find a Stop Asking Me button that you can use if a particular civ is...
Quality of life improvements. If you're just not interested, go away and leave me alone. You can, it's the new phone who dis of Civ 6 relations.
Pestering you with demands or requests. We've also created some additional considerations behind the cost for peace and given your computer opponents more logic around the raising of cities. This will be especially useful for the AI when playing against civilizations with strict bonuses to cities and city locations, such as the Maya.
Again, a lot of these changes were influenced by...
Well, I'm interested to see how that works out. It could be interesting where, the AI will make some... more logical decisions. I'm really hoping that the AI will start settling better and taking housing and water status into account when settling its cities. Obviously, the Maya are the exception, and they are perfectly allowed to be the exception considering how that civilization works. But, for the rest of the civilizations, they should be more, water focused. I think it would make a difference. It'll probably make the game harder for the player, especially at higher difficulties, but I think it'll make the game better.
You, our players. We are always inspired to see how many people love this game as much as we do, and also love discussing all of its details as much as you do.
Civ fans, you are the best fans in gaming.
We are so excited about our upcoming content and can hardly wait to start sharing the specifics with you in January.
All right, that kind of looks like the Hercules hero, but I am not knowledgeable enough to know what that is exactly. But that could be a nice piece of foreshadowing right down there.
We hope you stay healthy and happy as we ring in 2021. And cheers to one
more
year.
Okay, I now have to look at that last
more
year.
I don't think there's any liquid in that. But that's okay. Props are A-okay. But anyway, thanks for joining me for my first impressions of this game update for Civilization 6 for the December 2020 update. And be seeing you.